Ever wondered how to make perfect pancakes at home? Well, today we're diving into the art of pancake making. It's a simple, joyful process, and best of all, it doesn't require any fancy ingredients. In fact, most of what you need is probably already sitting in your kitchen. A bit of flour, a splash of milk, a couple of eggs, and you're on your way to a stack of golden, fluffy pancakes. By the end of this video, you'll be able to flip pancakes like a pro. First things first, gather all the necessary ingredients. Let's start with the basics. You'll need flour, sugar, baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Then for the wet ingredients, we have milk, an egg, and butter. Now, if you're feeling a little adventurous, consider adding a dash of vanilla extract or even some blueberries. These optional ingredients can really jazz up your pancakes. Now that we have everything we need, it's time to start mixing. Ready to stir things up? It's time to mix our ingredients. First off, we're going to combine all our dry ingredients in one bowl. That's the flour, sugar, baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Give them a good whisk until they're well combined. Now, in a separate bowl, let's blend the wet ingredients. Pour in your milk, crack open the eggs, and add a dash of vanilla extract. Stir them together until they're nicely mixed. Once we're done with that, we're going to gradually incorporate the wet mixture into the dry mixture. Just add a bit at a time, stirring as you go. But here's the secret to fluffy pancakes. Don't overmix. Yes, it's tempting to stir until you have a perfectly smooth batter, but those little lumps will actually give your pancakes that lovely light texture we're aiming for. Now we have a smooth batter ready to be cooked. Let's heat up the pan. With our batter ready, it's time to start cooking. Now, to cook pancakes, the first thing we need to do is heat up our pan. A medium heat is just right for this. While our pan is warming up, we can add a small pat of butter. This will not only prevent sticking but also give our pancakes a beautiful golden color and a slightly crisp edge. Once the butter is melted and our pan is hot enough, we'll start pouring in our batter. If you're aiming for regular-sized pancakes, a quarter cup of batter should be just right. Pour it into the center of the pan and let it spread out naturally. We don't want to interfere too much with the batter once it's in the pan, as this can disrupt the fluffiness of our pancakes. Now here's a great tip. Watch for bubbles. When the pancake starts to bubble on top and is slightly dry around the edges, that's when you know it's time to flip it over. This usually takes about 2 to 3 minutes, but it can vary depending on your stove and your pan. Once it's time, slide your spatula under the pancake and flip it over in one swift motion. You're aiming for a smooth, confident flip, no hesitations. Once flipped, let the pancake cook on the other side for another minute or two. You'll know it's done when it's golden brown and cooked through. Remember to maintain the right heat level throughout the cooking process. If the pan gets too hot, the pancakes might burn on the outside before they're cooked on the inside. On the other hand, if the pan isn't hot enough, the pancakes won't get that lovely golden color. So keep an eye on the heat and adjust as necessary. Repeat this process until all your batter is used up. And remember, the first pancake is often a test and might not turn out perfect. That's okay. It's all part of the process. And there you have it, a stack of perfectly cooked pancakes. Pancakes are ready, but they're not quite complete without some toppings, right? Imagine drizzling some sweet maple syrup over these warm beauties, or perhaps crowning them with a dollop of whipped cream. Fresh fruits like strawberries or blueberries can add a refreshing touch. But don't stop here. Let your imagination run wild. Try a dusting of powdered sugar, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or even a spread of nut butter. The possibilities are endless. And there you have it. Delicious homemade pancakes that are sure to impress. Happy cooking!